Yo, alright, so I did all of my falsetto fantasy already. I got 6,000 summons right here. Yeah, I'm just gonna showcase like Brewster. Right now I have him at R1 or D1, and then I'm gonna see just how crazy his S1 is doing on APAP and stuff. And I'm also gonna showcase like Tever and some areas as well. Hopefully I can luck out and pull a D3 of him right here, but it doesn't seem like it. I did luck out pulling one of Tever's Divinate. I pulled his last copy for D3. I don't want to go anything above D3 because I think it's wasteful. You can just go for other fighters, it's better. Yeah, I pulled Tever's last D3 copy at 90 when the PT was at 90, which is very good. Brewster is not really looking too good right now. I'm at D1. I think D1 I pulled him not at PT. Okay, I think I broke PT by 1 right here. Or maybe not by 1, let's see. If it's the last slot, then it's... Okay, it's not the last slot, so... Broke PT again, but it's slightly, like maybe 4 above PT. Alright, so I need one more copy for D3 Brewster. Hopefully we can get it. We broke PT by 2. Okay. Broski, give me Broski's D3 effect, and he's gonna do insane amounts of damage. But yeah, the falsetto fantasy is not like exactly like Sentinel Hunt. There's a few missing stuff from falsetto fantasy that is present in the Sentinel Hunt. Like for example, DSL or Dark Starlord has a mechanic that reduces your outgoing healing or something, but in falsetto fantasy it doesn't have that, so you kind of want to change your formation a bit due to that. Maybe I'll do a showcase of my teams, but for now I'm just gonna... Dude, I'm not getting anything, come on. Last summon, please just give me Brewster right here. And then also the fact that... Damn. Yeah. I'm just gonna do like single summons. I've not been playing DISLYTE all that much. I just did my dailies and then I, exit the game. Because I've been playing 7 Deadly Sins. There's a lot of stuff to farm right now in that game. And also, yeah, because of the falsetto fantasy, it has turn limits for each of your team, which each bosses have a different turn limit. So you kind of want your team to be like pretty much full DPS and maybe one healer, and not so much like supports in your team, which is why it's kind of different from Sentinel Hunt a little bit. Yeah, the boss mechanic is still, everything is the same, but it's just that some absent stuff or some added stuff like turn limit does affect your team pretty significantly. But yeah, let me just give it to Brewster. He's right now tier 2. Let's take a look at how much attack he gets, right? So his effect is now at 20%. Once you max it out, it's now at 25%. Previously, from his R or D1, I managed to do like about... so he gains like 600 attack now. He gets about like 270 something, 265. Yeah, about 265 attack. That's crazy, bro. Previously, from my D1 Brewster, he was doing about 70,000 on his pursuit, if I'm not mistaken. I couldn't remember, but before Divinate system was a thing, his S1 with the brawler set did around, I think it was 50 something thousand. I'll check once again. I'll put it on the screen how much he does, but now he should be doing like upwards of 70, maybe 80,000 even. I'm still running the same lineup for APAP, but once I get Ashley's Divinate, which I'm not gonna wish for it, but I'm hoping that I get her Divinate through the gold record or something, then I could run something like this, but it's going to be like 6 turns or something. Currently this team is 8 turns. Drew is D6, but he doesn't need any of the level ups because he's just here to clear the waves. Let's see how much he does. On the boss, like I said previously, before the Divinate system was a thing, he's already doing 31,000 without a defense break. Okay. Before the Divinate system, he's doing 50 something thousand to the boss, if I'm not mistaken. And then D1, if I'm not mistaken, he did about maybe 60,000. I can't remember, but let's take a look right now. Okay, 35k. That's without defense break. Also, Tever 75,000. 75,000, and I'm not even maxed out from his D3 effect, or not even D6. This is D2, and he's already doing 75,000, up from 50,000 something. And my Brewster is not even R4 or whatever. R4 is going to give him more damage, R6 even more damage. So I think, like, if you have him R6, D6, he potentially could do like maybe upwards of like 90,000, maybe even 100,000 on his S1 pursuit, which is so absurd. And even still, my Brewster is not even built like full DPS. He has a lot of accuracy just to land the defense break on the first turn. But as you can see, my Tever as well did 200,000 on the boss because of his D3 effect, gaining the 25% crit damage plus his added attack. Now he's at 4,600 attack. Alright, let's take a look at Andras right now. So I'm going to showcase Tever with his D3. Look at the amount of attack he has. 5,200. I'm still using the same team. Nothing has changed, I think. Yeah. Except for Alice, she's now on the counter set. And I gave Meredith this set instead. Maybe I should give it to Abigail, but you know, whatever. Let's take a look. I'm just going to do a 10 blitz and then I'm going to show you the fastest run. 34 turns. Right now, this team is pretty consistent to go below 8 memo chips. Yeah, it's about 30 something turns. Sometimes if you get unlucky and Tever dies, then the run could be like 70 plus turns. But with the other stats, it's very difficult for Tever to die. Yeah, 66 turns. I think Tever might have died right there once. Let me just take a look at the fastest run right here. 34 turns. Usually my Tever does about before the Divinate system, he does about 100,000 on the boss, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so he's also clearing the waves more consistently, because previously he would need to S3 3 times before he could clear the second wave. Now I think he only needs like 2 hits. Oh no, still 3 hits. But before the Divinate system, he needed 4 hits because 2 hits couldn't kill off the ads on the side, and then the 3rd hit kills off every ads except for the middle mini boss, which is why he needed like 4 hits, but now he needs only 3 hits. So he's doing 107,000 on the boss. That's very good. That's without even what's it called? Without seer debuff. 107,000. I think he previously did about 90,000. I'm not too sure. On assist, he's doing 74,000 with attack break as well. 81,000. So he's already building up his S1. 81,000 again. Oh, look at that. He S1 and then Alice proc the thing, and then Alice called him for assist once again. So yeah, his S1 doing a bunch of damage. Usually he's doing 100,000. 100,000 on S1. That's crazy. 115,000. Oh man. Yeah, this team is a lot more consistent to go below 8 memo chips now, due to Tever getting slightly higher stats. Not just the basic stat or the attack stats that he gets, but also the HP, flat HP that he gets makes him a little bit more tankier so he can survive the boss. Alright, so this time I'm going to showcase both of them at the same time, Tever and Brewster, in a Shadow Gale or Shadow Flow. Yeah, I'm bringing Gabrielle here with a very slow speed. You don't really care what runes you use on her. I'm just putting her on Ocean Waves because I want the speed tuning to be right. But basically I put her on HP, just stack as much HP as possible and put her on the Ggez set so that your back row units can survive the 2 hits that the boss will do. And yeah, Kalmas is also on the Ggez set. Don't really need him on the Ggez set, but whatever, you can also put it on him. Kalmas in the front because he's built with 0 speed, so he can have the invincibility up for 3 turns and he will not die when the boss enters into the multiplier phase. And I have my Tevers built slightly tankier with some HP substats here and there. Yeah, defense substats, so that he can survive the boss. Gabrielle has one purpose. The reason why I bring her here is because of the defense up. She doesn't really do anything else. It's just for the defense up. And the reason why I have this speed is, I'll tell you in a bit. Ollie, I do not have his Divinate, but I put him on the Harmony set because this is a very good set on him when you want to run it on Shadow Glow, because whenever he procs his passive, this thing also procs. So when he procs his passive, boom, that's 1, and then when he uses his S3, boom, he refreshes the set once again. So you can pretty much have this buff at all times. And then my Brewster is on this set as well, and my Alice is built super slow. Tanky, HP, and counter with HP as well. You don't want your supports to be built with like speed at all, because Shadow Glow is a bit weird. You want all of your units to be extremely slow and pump as much damage as possible, and also surviving, right? So if you want to, you can also run your Alice with like crit damage HP or crit damage HP attack or something like that. As long as she survives, then that's good enough. Let me just show you the run. I got a nasty 30 million run just now. I got 30 million. This is already like on par with my normal mode, which is okay, here it hasn't updated yet, but yeah. So the boss takes the first turn, and he one-shots Chalmers. That's very important because now Alice will then extend the buff on Chalmers to 3 turns. Otherwise, if he doesn't have that 3 turns invincibility, then he might not survive, or he will survive but your Tever might not survive. Because the reason why I have like 3 turns invincibility on Chalmers is because I want Ollie to save Tever when the boss enters multiplier phase, because Tever will die. He's built like not that tanky. Brewster, I think I already like did like a perfect HP and defense tuning on him, so he doesn't die, and he also heals himself up. So I think even if the boss crits him right here, he doesn't die. I'm not too sure though. Oh, maybe he dies. 24k no crit, he's almost dead. So I probably need to build my Brewster a little bit tankier with like maybe 1 or 2 more HP substats so he can survive better. But yeah, it's pretty consistent to go above 20 million. Just now I got like a 30 million because I proc the counter on Tever, and then Alice proc the counter, and then that counter called in Tever for assist, which is what I got, like, yeah, 30 million plus. It's pretty fast as well, but I'll just show you one more run. Dude, it's so annoying. This thing keeps popping up. What the heck? And the reason why I'm bringing Alice once again, it's to extend the buffs on Chalmers, and also to provide the attack up during the multiplier phase. My previous team was using Sienna, but that one was on normal mode. The reason why Sienna is good is because you can let her die. You put her on the front, you let her die, so your DPS can take more turns during the multiplier phase. And she provides the 3 turns attack up, which can last throughout the fight pretty much, because this team is extremely fast, that even 3 turns of attack up will last you throughout the fight. So yeah, as you can see, my Tever dies, but because Chalmers still has the invincibility up on him, he does not die, and Ollie can save Tever instead. And Ollie will always have the passive up once the boss goes into multiplier phase, because the boss resets you first before he does his attack. So he resets Ollie, and then he does his attack, he kills Tever, and then Ollie can save him. So yeah, it's pretty consistent. I'm just gonna run a 10 blitz right here, see how it goes. As you can see, just now my Tever doing like 400,000 on the boss, which is insane. Yeah, 23. Sometimes if you get lucky, you can get 30 million with this team. 27. Yeah, I think that one I procced a counter on Tever. The 20 million, I think Brewster died. Yeah, 27 million. That's about it really for the showcase on Tever and Brewster. Brewster's not really maxed out, but just a little short video just to update that I'm still alive. That's about it. Ciao.